Hi guys, we're Gent and we're back, but Blake is still on his phone.
Ready? Hey guys, today we're going to talk about 5 things you probably didn't know about your cologne.
So this past weekend we had the chance to attend StyleCon in Atlanta. It was a great experience, tons of different speakers, different panels. We learned a whole lot, and there was a panel on fragrance, which at the time when Blake and I were looking at the schedule, we thought, we know enough about fragrance, we're good, we can maybe sit this one out. And we sat in on it, and honestly, our mind was blown.
Yeah, I think our confidence was like up here, but while we were actually viewing the panel, it just kept dropping.
Yeah, it was like saying thinking you know a lot about whiskey and then like meeting a head distiller. You're just like,
Yeah.
I know nothing. Teach me your ways.
So the first thing that we learned is that there's 2 main categories of cologne. There's designer and there's niche. Designer being your Dior's, your Hugo's, your Burberry's.
Right.
Niche being your Le Lobos, your Killian, your Creeds. So I guess they split into 2.
Right, it's pretty much like one is more mass produced than the other. So like the niche fragrances, you're not gonna see at your Macy's, your Nordstrom, your Saks Fifth Avenue, the big box department stores. They're gonna be more like, little boutique shops, and that's kind of how they differentiate. Not to say one is better than the other.
Typically they can be a little bit more in price, so.
They definitely are usually more expensive.
Yeah, and they
You
usually
can pay like $400 for a bottle of like
yeah, but
niche
they're also
fragrance.
like a lot stronger, meaning like.
You only need one spray.
Yeah, and it goes a long way.
So the next thing I learned, I just thought it was fancy things they put on different types of cologne, honestly. I did not know that there's a difference between eau de parfum, eau de toilette, and cologne. So basically that tells you how concentrated the spray will be. So with cologne, it's weaker, so it's concentrated about 5 to 10%, and you probably can use, 3 or 4 sprays, and you won't be like overpowering the subway.
Yeah, that's 3 or 4 sprays every 2 to 3 hours.
Right, it'll dissipate a lot faster because it's not as highly concentrated. And eau de toilette's kind of in the middle, so you get, 2 to 3 sprays, you gotta reapply maybe every 6 hours or so. And eau de parfum is the strongest, and it can be up to 30%, and it will last you all day with about 1 to 2 sprays. So be very careful when you first apply it, because I know when I first started wearing parfum versus eau de toilette, I would do 2 like I normally did, and I'd get into an Uber and I'd be like, holy shit, I've never been able to really smell the cologne that I've been wearing, and I was like, oh my God, if I can smell this, everyone else can smell this. So be very careful when you're getting into the parfum. Know
when you're gonna wear it. Like if you're wearing it for a date or all day at work, like 9 to 5, or just like a brunch thing.
Yeah.
Also,
it's good to apply it as soon as you get out of the shower, so it has some time to kind of get the first hit out of the way.
Butt ass naked, just apply it.
Yes, but one thing is, don't store your cologne in the shower.
Exactly. So this is the 3rd thing that we took away from the panel, is where to store your cologne. So windowsills with direct sunlight, 86 that guys. In your restroom, nope.
So basically heat is the worst thing you can do for your cologne. So if there's constant changes in temperature, direct sunlight, it's gonna really just destroy the top notes, which are, very sensitive and kind of need to be calm and collected. You may have noticed you've had a cologne that you've left in your shower, and after a few months, it doesn't really smell the same, so you feel like you need more of it.
Yeah.
And it's probably because it's been changing in temperature and you just lost half of the notes in your cologne because they just can't take the heat and the constant difference in pressure.
So typically colognes last about 6 months, or so they say. Although if you store it at a proper temperature, maybe around 50 degrees, it could last in upwards to like a lifetime.
They were saying on the panel that some people buy wine fridges for their cologne just to keep them at the constant same temperature, which maybe if you already have a wine cellar, put a cologne in there maybe, but I don't know if I'm gonna go out and buy.
That's like for a cologne connoisseur or something.
Yeah, you gotta have some dedication to cologne. One of the cool tricks we learned from the panel that I actually had no idea about is that if you have trouble with your cologne staying on your body and the scent kind of staying all day, or at least the amount of time it's supposed to stay, you can take some unscented lotion, Put it in your hand, give the lotion a few sprays, mix that together, and then apply it at the pulse points. And then your cologne should last a little bit longer than normal.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's pH balance is different, so you gotta really try and see what works for you, what doesn't. If you're using super highly concentrated, scented, maybe creams or bath washes, maybe think about, change it to unscented, and then just going from there. Just try different things, see what works for you, and then you'll figure it out.
Which brings us to our 5th point. You gotta have more than one cologne.
At least 2, guys. So there's something you should know is that a day cologne and a night cologne are very different. Maybe a day cologne would be like something citrusy, something more inviting. Fresh. A night cologne can be something more musky.
Spicy.
There you go. It's good to go out, sample different colognes. Usually at most department stores, even boutiques, you're allowed to get like a sample.
Right.
There's also like sample subscription services that you can use.
Yes.
So there's many different things just so you can use to find the actual cologne that you want.
Exactly. I mean, you can get into it. You can do one for the seasons. You can have massive amounts of cologne. I think I rotate between about 3 and 4. So one last kind of bonus tip to think about is don't ever buy a cologne without smelling it, because you're not going to know how it reacts with your body and how it smells on you. So ladies, if you're buying your guys a gift, or guys, if you're buying a guys a gift, make sure you just get them a gift card or you take them to the store with you so they can smell it on themselves.
Or make sure you know the cologne that they're actually wearing.
Yes, if it's their favorite cologne already, you can refill it, no problem. But if it's a new scent, don't take any chances. And thanks to the guys on the fragrance panel at StyleCon. We'll have links to all their channels down below so you can check all of them out. They really opened our mind to what fragrance is all about and how we really knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
So thanks to them. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like us on Instagram at Gents Lounge, hashtag your pictures, hashtag Gents Lounge, and leave us a comment with your favorite cologne in the comments. We want to know what you guys are wearing right now. Thanks guys.